Hello everyone and welcome to my very first proper video in over 7 months. As of recording this video, it is currently the 1st of June and this is most likely going to be one of the most random videos I have ever made and uploaded. Mainly because it's out of nowhere though. But before we get into the actual topic of the video, I wanted to say that a big reason as to why I've been away and very inactive, besides for responding to and reading your comments, is that I've just finished my last year of Swedish high school, meaning that I graduated very recently. Even if I honestly haven't given school my all, there has still been a lot of stuff going on besides it, with friends, family, and other hobbies besides for making videos. Some days I've felt lazy, others I've just felt demotivated, but every once in a while I actually started working on a new video, but I always just ended up leaving the projects halfway through because they felt boring or uninteresting. But thank you to all of you who are still sticking around, and a big thank you to all of my recent viewers as well. You all genuinely mean lots to me. So you are probably going to lose brain cells by watching this video, but it is literally just made for entertainment purposes and because I like to talk my crap. Obviously, there is a high chance that your favorite game is not listed here at all, especially since a lot of people have really niche favorites. But I will go through some of the biggest and most personality revealing game titles that I know, and give my own take on what the game says about you. Simple? Yes, very. Entertaining or infuriating? Hopefully entertaining. Starting off strong with none other than Undertale. If Undertale is your favorite game, you most likely have a really strong passion for games featuring great soundtracks and well-written stories. Chances are that you overall prefer indie games with interesting mechanics that have very invested and engaged fandoms. I wouldn't be surprised if you're someone who loves deep diving into stories and lore to find interesting details and discover bits and pieces that most game enjoyers usually don't manage to catch. Chances are also that you feel a deep connection to the game or its universe, and that you love introducing or telling others about the game. Minecraft. Despite the fact that Minecraft is one of the most sold single-title games of all time, not mentioning Tetris' very split 220 official versions, it's quite hard not to glaze Minecraft for the wonderful game that it is, and for giving so many of us a really solid childhood. If your absolute favorite game is Minecraft, I feel like almost anyone could understand you for it. I honestly don't really know if I need to say much besides that you could be a very creatively driven person, a social player, a tryhard, a casual gamer, a nostalgia enjoyer, or so many other types of players too. As Minecraft is one of the ultimate games for different types of playstyles, it's honestly quite difficult to say what kind of person you are, but it's a game that most definitely cannot be left out of a video such as this. But I think we can all agree, if you like Minecraft, you are cool. The Portal series. If either of the two Portal games, or both as a game series, is your favorite, you are probably a huge fan of really unique puzzle games and problem solving. To add to it, you are most likely also really smart and quick when it comes to drawing lines between different pieces. You enjoy the satisfaction of progressing to the next level after spending little to no time figuring out a puzzle that would take someone else quite a bit of time. And like I just said, I strongly believe that complicated puzzle games is one of the game genres that you like the most, and you're a beast at them. League of Legends. If League is your favorite game, I'm genuinely shocked to see that you're even watching this video in the first place instead of being in the middle of a ranked game. Chances are that you're either on a 5+ lose streak and decided to pack it up for the day, or that you currently don't have access to a computer, so you're eagerly waiting to make it home so you can hop on the game the moment that you get the chance to. Sorry to say, but you're probably one of the most toxic people amongst the people around you, or you're one of the coolest and most fun people to be around, and there's barely any in between. Terraria. If this is your favorite game, I just have to start off by throwing the usual 2D Minecraft inspired ripoff out there, just to rage bait all of you at once. No, but actually, if Terraria is your favorite game, you probably have an unending list of information similar to the books inside of a library, all stacked in your head. If this is not the case, you probably love to head to the wiki once every 2 minutes, and after a 30-minute session, your browser already looks like this, and your device is likely overheating. Terraria is a really fun game, both to play solo and with friends. The game has so many different things to offer, and if this is your favorite game, you've probably killed Moonlord about 10 times already, and you're most probably playing around with sick mods at the moment. Grand Theft Auto 5. If GTA 5 is your favorite game, I would say there is a 10 to 90% chance that you're either a hacker or that you're just a really chill dude who loves drifting around whilst listening to music and being a total savage. You are likely a car enthusiast or a person who likes chaos or hanging out with strangers or your good friends. I would also guess that your life is currently full of excitement and hopes at the moment. We've got the summer vibes, and the pre-order for GTA 6 has just finally been opened. The best time of your life is just around the corner now. Among Us. You are sus as hell. No, but if Among Us is your favorite game, or at least one of them, you most definitely enjoy tension, trolling and tricking others into genius maneuvers, and fast thinking. I would also guess that you're a really social gamer who potentially enjoys hopping on games with bigger groups of people. The game might have peaked, and it might not be so relevant anymore besides for memes, but what does that matter if the game is still fun and you're having a good time with it? Assassin's Creed. If just about any of the Assassin's Creed games are on the top of your list, there are many things that I could say about you, but I will keep it fairly short. Assassin's Creed players are some of the coolest people that I know. Many of the games, especially the older ones, are some of the absolutely coolest games that have ever been created in my personal opinion. If you like Assassin's Creed games, you most likely love story games, open world games, and parkour games. Even if parkour games would be a bit of a far stretch, the majority of the games are obviously very focused on the movement and you jumping around on rooftops or escaping guards in different environments. The games are overall really cool and a lot of fun playing. The lore is something that you most probably know very well. All I can say is that if you like Assassin's Creed games, you have a really solid taste in games. And you get bonus points if Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4 is your holy grail. And I am very convinced that the remake is going to be lit as hell. Geometry Dash. Not too sure about this one. As a long-term former and really bad Geometry Dash player, I do know this game very well. If this is your favorite game, I would think that you either, option 1, have got a really solid and balanced life, with this being your after work or school go-to game, basically for when you're not hanging out with family, friends, or spending time on chores or other free time activities. Or option 2, you're a hardcore grinder that's always looking to improve by going for new hardest demons and you barely go outside at all. To add to this, you're either way most likely a really skilled and potentially very creative player. And you've got a good taste in general level designs, even in other games. VR Chat. If VR Chat is your favorite game, you're most likely either a weeb, a furry, or a really goofy internet troll who's just looking to have a good time and talk to new people online. No matter which one you might be, it is totally cool. VR Chat is a social game that is meant to help you meet new people and have fun. I would say go wild and crazy. Just don't be a dickhead and remember that everyone has their own social boundaries. But also, friendly reminder to actually touch grass every once in a while at least. Valorant. I initially had Counter-Strike 2 on this list, but honestly I'm too afraid of speaking on that game without getting hunted down by its community, so I chose Valorant instead. But if Valorant is your favorite game, you either don't like or desire a temporary to permanent break from Counter-Strike 2, maybe in hopes that Valorant will cure you. Or else you're an FPS player who's more chill than the majority of the other players in alternative games. Otherwise, I have a strong feeling that you've gotten stuck in Riot Games' addictive loop, and that you're in crazy debt after investing all of your life savings to get the most recent skin bundles. Wallpaper Engine. You enjoy simply staring at your screen for the sake of doing it, and a tiny fraction of your soul leaves your body every time the progress bar from downloading finally reaches the end. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would like a part 2 with other games, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And once again, sorry for being inactive for such a long time. Hopefully it will not take me another 7 months to post once more. Take care, stay safe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Later!